So welcome back everybody. Today we are working on the Kawasaki KFX90. Getting close. We're going to do an unboxing of the parts from Partzilla that we got. And but today we're working on a fuel petcock rebuild. This Kawasaki has a particular petcock on it that you can rebuild rather than have to buy a whole new one. So today we're going to just go over real quick how to rebuild this one. That way we can restore it for this this build. We're going to do new fuel lines on it. Those should be a item in there from Partzilla. So these should get replaced, but we're going to do that unboxing video and just make sure they're all in there, but they should be. Alright, so we got those hoses off. That's first step. Alright, let's take a look at all the pieces that are in this kit. This is the All Balls Racing fuel tap repair kit for Kawasaki KFX50 07 through 19 and a KFX90 07 through 19. This is a Kawasaki KFX90 2008 that we're working on. Part number 60-1081. I can put a link at the bottom, but then over here it says 60-7010. So let's hope we have the right parts in here. Open that up. Oh, sweet! We got a sticker. I like that sticker. All Balls Racing. Put that on the helmet. Alright, that's just like a little thing about their stuff. Some new screws in the kit. These numbers must be the individual numbers of those pieces. Okay, and the whole kit is that number that we talked about. Yep. That's the whole kit number. And then those are the individual pieces. So we're replacing this because it leaks when we put it all together and just gave it a test with some gas in it. All the gas leaked out, and you couldn't cut it off with this no matter what you did. So I might need to put some brake free on there, so let me squirt it with some of that. So I've got some WD Specialist Rust Release Penetrant Spray, so I'll give it a shot. Go ahead and shoot the screws down there on the bottom. So I just shot a dose into here, and then I got a screw right there and a screw right there. So we'll let that sit on there for a few minutes and we'll come right back. Welcome back, everybody. So off camera, we had a lot of fun and got that screw out. It ended up snapping off, and so we ended up. I only had one size tap here with me, real quickly available. So we drilled a small hole. Tried to use the tap. Tap I had was too big. So we just stepped up in size with a drill bit until we got to a 9/64 drill bit, which was just undersized for the replacement screw that came in the kit. And when we did that, we were able to get the screw to go back in there, and it tightens up really well. So I think we'll be in good shape with that. But the screw did shear off in there. But to show you that, the screw, here it is. So the screw is right here. That's the original one, and it sheared off when I tried to take it off. So when I tried to take it out, it just sheared off. So we drilled it out. Like I said, I stepped up from a really tiny drill bit all the way up to a 9/64. Top comes right off. So that as soon as the head broke off, this was able to come off. So once you got the screw out, or the head breaks off, that'll come out. And then what we did was we drilled and basically tapped that, and now the new screw goes back in there perfect. But we're going to continue the breakdown of this, and then show the rebuild and put it all back together at the end. So now we're going to take out these two screws, which have had the penetrating stuff sitting on them. It came right out. These screws also come in the kit, so if you happen to lose one, you know, not the end of the world. You got another one in the kit. Take your ring off. That's the ring that tells you whether you're on reserve or off, or on the regular flow of gas. Alright, and then comes your stem right here. We're going to pull that out, and there's two pieces to the stem. It's got this little washer, and the washer is sort of rippled, so it compresses when you squish it all down. It's like a compression washer. Put it over there. And then you've got this O-ring right here that goes all the way around there. I've got a little bit of some fingernails. I'm going to see if I can pull it off. Nope. Alright, let me go get a hook. I got this cool little set of hooks for Christmas. I've been using them a lot, so let's see how they work in this application. Should be able to slide right under there. Oh, and pop it out. Again, we're going to be replacing this O-ring, so you can be a little rough on it. But so now we've got that O-ring out. Set that over here. we'll be reusing that. And then I believe this is the real culprit. Is this seal right here? Yeah, that thing's all sort of dry and crusty. And put it over there. And really, that's all the parts to the kit. So you've got that seal there, that seal that we just took out that was really crusty, and that ring. So my guess is that hole should not be all crusty, but maybe it should be. I don't think so. That looks like part of the casting. I'm going to get some gas and pour in here and make sure that everything flows through, and we'll soak it in a little bit of gas. Actually, I've got some cleaner. I'll use some parts cleaner on it. But I'm going to do that off camera because I'm going to do it outside the garage and it's dark outside. So I'm going to go put it in this basket and go blast it with some carb cleaner. I'll be right back. Alright, so that's back. Blasted it real good with some carb cleaner. Cleaned it out real good, and everything looks to be in good shape there. So get that, and nice and clear. Alright, this looks like it's in good shape. So I'm going to start reassembling this. We need the O-ring. It's here. Looks like part number 604005. So get it out. Work its way around. It's really nice and flexible since it's new. Just work it into the grooves. Yep. Nice, good, tight fit. Looks good to go. Next piece. 602032, this internal piece here. It's going to go right there in the center, line up with these holes. Almost looks like a 4-leaf clover, but it can really only go in there one way. All those little holes fill up. You got your 2 exits and your entrance right there, or your 2 entrances and your exit. Flip it around like that. So your reservoir comes in on this top one, your primary comes in on the bottom one. They all go out that one. So now that that piece is back in there, we can take this piece, push it back in, and yep, it's a little stiff. Got a little bit of silicone spray. I'm going to spray in there. This is just silicone lubricant. I'm going to spray a little bit of that on here. A little lube goes a long way. But get it squared up, push it down in there. A nice tight fit. One thing that's cool is it's almost self-aligning. So when we put this piece in, this is the washer. It goes right there. And then this goes on top of the washer. Alright, so we didn't have it all the way seated flat, and that's why the ring was crooked. Alright, let's try that again. I just stuck that in a vise and flattened it out real quick, just to make sure everything was nice and smooth again. Alright, so that one goes in there. And then the other screw goes on the other side. Alright, so that all looks good. As you've seen, this piece already goes on and off fairly easy. Our new screw that came in the kit. Whew, that is stiff. You know that you have turned it. That's yeah, should be good to go. I don't think any gas is going to leak through there. It's definitely nice and tight, so we should be in good shape. Yeah, there it goes. It's starting to break in a little bit. Alright, well, I would consider that rebuilt and put back together. There were some difficulties along the way. Obviously, either we didn't wait long enough for this, or it was really seized, or it was cross-threaded, or something, but it's retapped, and there's a new one in there now. And obviously make sure that that is seated in there nice and flat before you go to put this plate on. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. We will save these screws. Part number 60581. They'll go in the box of screws to be saved. And just in case, we'll put those little pieces in a box or in a bag like this for right now, just to make sure it all goes well. Make sure it doesn't leak. But I think we're in good shape. So that was the rebuild of the KFX90 petcock or fuel tap. They call it the fuel tap repair kit from All Balls Racing. I am really, I think that's a cool sticker, so I like that sticker. So we'll be putting this on the build. I'm about to do the unboxing video from Partzilla. Woohoo! Got some stuff right there. New pieces for the Kawasaki. Alright, thank you very much.